Cybersecurity is suddenly the talk of Wall Street, and if you haven't noticed, there's a new heavyweight about to step into the ring. Today, we're talking all about Netskope, a name you'll be hearing a lot more of because this company is making a splashy entrance into the public stock market, riding the wave of one of the hottest IPO markets we've seen in years. So, why all the buzz? Well, Netskope's upcoming initial public offering, or IPO, isn't just another tech company going public. This is a cybersecurity firm with impressive credentials, entering the market at a time when digital security is more important than ever. Netskope's IPO is priced at $19 per share, giving the company a whopping $7.3 billion valuation right out of the gate. That's no small feat, especially when you consider the roller coaster ride tech stocks have been on the past couple of years. Let's break down what makes this story so interesting and what it might mean for investors like you and me. First, a little background. Netskope isn't your average cybersecurity company. Founded back in 2012, they've become a global leader in a segment called cloud security. Basically, as more companies move their data and operations online, the old ways of protecting information just don't cut it anymore. Netskope helps organizations keep their cloud data safe from hackers, malware, and all sorts of digital threats. Think of them as the security guards for the ever-expanding digital world. And let's be real, the timing couldn't be better. The threat of cyber attacks has exploded in recent years. In 2023 alone, ransomware attacks hit record highs, with global damages estimated in the hundreds of billions of dollars. Major corporations, hospitals, even governments have been under siege. This has forced companies big and small to invest heavily in digital security, and it's created a massive opportunity for firms like Netskope. Now, Netskope isn't the only player in this space. You've probably heard of companies like CrowdStrike, Palo Alto Networks, and Scalar. These are all major competitors, and their stocks have performed impressively in recent years. For example, CrowdStrike, which went public in 2019, has seen its valuation soar as demand for cybersecurity solutions has ramped up. But Netskope brings something unique to the table. Their software is designed to secure cloud-native environments, which is tech speak for the new, flexible ways businesses are working these days. Remote teams, distributed apps, and data moving everywhere all the time. So, why is Netskope making its move now? Well, the IPO market for tech companies has been heating up after a pretty quiet stretch. If you remember, 2022 was a cold shower for IPOs. Rising interest rates, inflation fears, and some high-profile flops scared off a lot of would-be public companies. But this year, investor appetite has come roaring back, especially for firms in AI, cybersecurity, and cloud computing. Netskope is hoping to ride this momentum, and with a $7.3 billion valuation, investors clearly believe there's room for growth. Let's talk numbers for a second. The $19 IPO price means Netskope is raising hundreds of millions of dollars in fresh capital. That's money they can use to develop new products, expand globally, and maybe even snap up some smaller competitors. It's worth noting that Netskope isn't yet profitable, which is pretty common for fast-growing tech firms. They're focused on growth, landing big customers, expanding their platform, and capturing market share. For investors, that means betting on potential rather than current profits. To put this in perspective, the entire global cybersecurity market is expected to reach nearly $300 billion by 2027, according to industry research, with demand for cloud security solutions growing at more than 15% each year. Netskope's target market is both massive and expanding. The move to the cloud isn't slowing down, and every headline about a new data breach only underscores the need for better protection. But, as with any IPO, there are risks to keep in mind. The cybersecurity field is fiercely competitive. Giants like Microsoft and Google are also beefing up their security offerings, and startups are popping up left and right. Plus, as we've seen with other high-profile IPOs, the first few months of trading can be volatile. Some stocks soar out of the gate, while others stumble if the company doesn't deliver on growth promises. For Netskope, investors will be watching closely to see if they can keep winning new business and move toward profitability over time. Historically, we've seen cybersecurity stocks become market darlings, especially when digital threats are front-page news. After the big SolarWinds hack in 2020, for example, companies like CrowdStrike and FireEye saw their valuations jump as demand for advanced security tools surged. On the flip side, the tech sector is notorious for wild swings, and IPO enthusiasm can cool quickly if earnings or growth slow down. Looking ahead, Netskope's IPO is a signal that the market is hungry for new tech leaders, especially those addressing urgent, real-world problems like cybersecurity. If the company can execute on its ambitious growth plans, it could join the ranks of Wall Street's elite tech firms. But as always, investors should do their homework, keep an eye on the fundamentals, and remember that no stock is a guaranteed winner. So what do you think? Is Netskope the next big thing in cybersecurity, or just another name in a crowded field? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button if you found this breakdown helpful, and make sure to subscribe for more smart, straightforward takes on the latest financial news. The cybersecurity landscape keeps changing, and today's IPO might just be tomorrow's headline success or cautionary tale. Which way will Netskope go? Only time will tell.